you're between 18 and 25, this video here might be the single most important thing you ever hear about money. Seriously, most people don't realize it, but starting to invest just a few years earlier than your friends or coworkers can change your financial future for the better. By the time they're 35 or 40, the ones who started young are light years ahead. And you don't need to be rich, smart, or lucky to do it. You just need to start. Hello, my name is Daniel Owens, and welcome to the Wealth Manual. On this channel, we break down simple, long-term money strategies that most people never learn in school. Today, I'm going to show you why investing young is your biggest unfair advantage that you have in your life. And we're going to do a simple whiteboard illustration, take it back to middle school for you guys, so you can actually see how even 5 years of investing early makes a massive difference. If you're serious about your future, grab a notebook or a whiteboard, because we're going to make this crystal clear for you. Here's the first thing most people get wrong. They think you need a lot of money to start investing. That's completely false. The real advantage is time. Money grows exponentially when it has time to grow on top of itself. That is called compound growth, or also compound interest. Let me explain. If you invest $200 a month at 18, that money isn't just sitting there. Every year it earns interest or market gains, and the next year you earn on top of your previous gains that you got in the previous year. Time does the heavy lifting, not you. This is why starting early is more powerful than starting late. Even if the late starter invests the same amount or more. Let's do a simple illustration just so we can kind of put this into a play where you guys can understand it, okay? So we're gonna take you back to middle school, okay? And we're gonna come over here to the whiteboard, kind of set an illustration for you guys, okay? Okay, guys, so we're gonna take you back to middle school, okay? We're gonna do a simple example so this kind of clicks for you. You guys can understand how much even 5 years investing can make a difference, right? All right, so we got person A, right? We're gonna call them John, right? And then person B, we're gonna call him Billy, okay? So let's say John starts investing at 18. Billy starts investing at 23, okay? They both do $200 a month, okay? And again, Billy started at 18, John started at 23, okay? Now, people may not think that this 5-year difference is anything big, right? But let's actually do the math and see how Billy in the long term is going to end up way better than John because he started 5 years earlier than him. So let's say they both put it into the S&P 500, right? $200 a month, each of them from 18 to 60, okay? We're going to do 18 to 60. So Billy's got, what is that, 42 years? He's got 37 years, okay? $200 a month at a 7% return, both of them. That is about the average of the S&P, 7 to 10%, okay? Billy is going to be at 42 years investing. Okay, so I'll write that down. 42 years, and he has got 37 years. Okay? What do you guys think is going to be the difference between that? Let's do the math, okay? 7% return for both of them. They have the same numbers. The only outlier, he started 5 years before him. So, at 60 years old, Billy, person A, his value of his portfolio is going to be a whopping $644,000. And that guys, that's a conservative amount, okay? $644,000 if he invests 42 years, 7% return, $200 a month. That's saying he never gets a raise, he never bumps up his investment. $644,000. That's great. Almost $1 million off of just putting in $200 a month for 40 years, okay? Let's go to John, person B. He does the same thing, but he starts 5 years later. He ends up with a whopping $473,000. Guys, this is a $171,000 difference. If I told you today that you missed out on $171,000, how would you feel? Sick to your stomach. But that's what happens, guys, when you start 5 years earlier. This is a 5-year difference. And person B missed out on $171,000. So I hope this illustration really kicks into play for you guys, why it's so important to start as early as you can, guys. Okay? This person has an advantage of him. Person A has an advantage on person B of $171,000 because he started 5 years earlier than him. All right? So that's it for our illustration today, guys. I hope that really put it into play for you and makes it click for you like, hey, start young. Start as early as you can because this $171,000 could be what you're missing out on. Now, let's be real. Most people don't start young. Why? They think small amounts don't matter. They don't understand investing. They prioritize spending instead of building real assets that will pay them long term. Here's the truth. Small amounts matter most when you're young. Even $50 or $100 a month will grow into something huge over decades. Again, because time is doing the heavy lifting, not you. The earlier you start, the more freedom and options you give your future self and your future family. So, you get why you should start, right? What should you actually do? Again, we're giving you applicable things that you can do in your day-to-day life. We don't want to just give you the knowledge and not show you how to do it. So, let's keep it simple, okay? Let's start small, okay? Let's say, for instance, that you work at Walmart and you make $15 an hour, right? You get paid every 2 weeks. So let's say for this scenario, you get $1,000 every 2 weeks, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to go into your Walmart app or whatever app you use for your paycheck, that you receive your paycheck, and you're going to add another account, okay? First, you're actually going to want to create a brokerage account, okay? You can do this on Robinhood, Coinbase, M1. I can give you a bunch of other suggestions, okay? But you're going to want to create a brokerage account, okay? And you're going to want to open up an investment account that either goes into an ETF, like the S&P 500, or something that is very low risk and has a historically great rate of return. I would highly recommend the S&P 500, which is the VOO. We'll be making other videos on that in the future. You're going to then want to go back to your direct deposit through your employer, and you're going to want to automate about $50 to $100. Again, if you cannot allocate that, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do $10 to $15, again, like we said, time is going to help you. We're just right now trying to build the discipline and the habits to actually start investing and allocate that money into our investment account, okay? So we're going to go into our employer account, okay, in our direct deposit, and we are going to add that brokerage account that we have into our employment account, okay? So now when that $1,000 comes in into our checkings account, right, automatically, whatever money you allocated to go into your investment account is automatically going to get pulled from this $1,000. Let's say you allocate $100 and you're going to put that in your Robinhood account, into your brokerage account, into your S&P 500 account. So now what is actually going to hit your account is $900, okay? Because the money that is going to the S&P or whatever your brokerage account is has already been taken out, guys, okay? This is what we call automating your finances. This is when you really start to tap into your investment potential, okay? As you can see, the little baby is up. We're gonna keep going, okay? Automating your finances and your investments. That is what is key, okay? A lot of people don't start investing because they always have excuses. Oh, I have to pay for this, I have to pay for this. You just pull it out automatically and you don't have to think about it, guys. That's when it's really gonna become easy because it just becomes habit. It automatically becomes, it's just automatic now, okay? So you automatically start thinking, I don't have 1,000 coming in, I have 900 coming in, but that whole time, 100 is still going into your investment account and your investments are rapidly growing, okay? Step one, start small, $15 every 2 weeks. Every time your paycheck comes in, $15 is getting taken out, okay? Consistency beats amount, guys. We just wanna get in the discipline and the habit of actually investing every time our paycheck hits, okay? Step two, automating it. Automating your finances, okay? Step three, you want to pick simple investments, guys, okay? As working class people, we don't have the luxury that Wall Street people do to sit behind a computer screen and study all these stocks and stuff and see how the market is moving, okay? We want to pick low cost and stable investments, okay? That's why I suggest the S&P 500. Anybody who is just getting into investment, that's the only thing you need to be worried about right now. S&P 500, okay? We will make another video on that explaining what that is in depth, but I would like you to go do your own research on that, okay? As far as low cost index funds and ETFs, S&P 500 is where you need to be at, okay? Number four, and I think this is the most important thing. Guys, you gotta think long term, okay? A lot of people fail at investing because they think in a 1 to 2 year space, okay? Me personally, I'm thinking 20, 30 years down the line when I'm gonna be retired, okay? My beautiful wife and my children are grown up, okay? I want my beautiful wife and me to be out in Naples, Florida, not having to work when I'm 70 years old, okay? So that's why I'm investing right now. You have to think in the long term, guys, okay? And God willing, if God blesses you guys with 60, 70 years on this beautiful earth that he created, You don't want to be working. You want to be able to actually enjoy the things that he created, okay? That's why you have to invest right now, early. Think long term, okay? Life is not your first 20 years. Life is not your last 20 years. Life is not the middle, right? It's accumulation of events and memories that you create, okay? So you have to think long term in a long aspect, okay? So that $15 to $30, guys, that you're investing right now may not seem like a lot, but in the long term, guys, that $15 to $30 every single month, every 2 weeks that you're putting into an investment account, in 40 years, guys, that is going to be your retirement. So number 4, step 4, you got to think long term in an investment strategy, okay? If you're watching this and thinking, I already missed the boat, don't worry, okay? The second best time to start was yesterday. The best time to start is today. Even a small investment today is better than waiting a whole other year, guys. Every year you wait is opportunity lost. Starting early doesn't mean sacrificing your life. It means giving your future self freedom and options. Financial independence doesn't happen overnight, but starting young puts you miles ahead. So here's your takeaway. Start investing as early as possible. Even small contributions compounded over time will grow into something huge. 5 years, 10 extra years, it all matters. If you're 18 to 25, start now. And if you want more simple, long-term effective financial strategies, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Wealth Manual. We break down daily applicable money advice and financial advice that you can apply to your real life, guys. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. God bless. And I pray that God continues to bless everybody watching this video. See you on the next video.